Okay, we'll take questions. First question right here up front, Nick.
Turnovers.
Hey there, Jaylen. Nick Alley, Field Level Media. I asked you yesterday about Thursday's crowd. You challenged them again for tonight. Just want to get your thoughts on how they did.
I thought it was great. In moments where we gained some momentum, that helped us get over the hump. So tonight we came out. We didn't shoot the ball well. We was a little flat, but I feel like the crowd helped us stay in the game.
On your right, second row.
Jaylen, you see Drew have a performance like this where he gets his buckets basically just playing off of you guys. He came in here and said the chemistry between the team and him was pretty natural from the start, and he credited you and the rest of his teammates for that. How have you seen Drew grow into what is a new role for him this season and then be able to have a game like this in the finals?
Drew has been an example of just excellence. Since he's been here, his role has been different from what it was the last few years on Milwaukee. And he's been able to adapt. Not a lot of players, not a lot of guys can do that, be versatile, play different roles and different styles and still have an effect on the game. And Drew, he just came in. He wasn't on the ball as much, still guarded at a high level, but became the corner three-point specialist. And, that's just a testament to his greatness. And tonight they wanted to emphasize loading up, making us make the right reads over and over again. And Drew had a lot of opportunities tonight, and he took advantage. And he's just a hell of a player, hell of a person, great teammate. And, I credit the victory to him tonight. He played well.
Jared, back left.
Jared Weiss, The Athletic. Yesterday, Jason Kidd had the comments about you being the best player on the team. Seemed like everybody was kind of like, we're not taking the bait on you trying to split us up and drive a wedge. And then today, you and Jason combined for almost more assists than their entire team had. So how do you guys block out the outside noise? We talked about this so many times, but it seems like you're showing on the court that you're committed to that. And how has playmaking kind of become a tool for you to really show your greatness?
Yeah, we got a lot of weapons on our team, so we just got to trust what we've been doing all season long, trust our game plan. And we didn't hit shots tonight. I thought we had a bunch of great looks. If you go back and look in the first half, Sam had a bunch of great looks. D-White had some looks that didn't go down, but we didn't panic. We kept guarding. We stayed in the game, and we kept trusting it. And we made enough tonight to win the game. But, we expect to shoot the ball better going forward when we get on the road.
Gary in the center.
Jaylen, Gary Wash from Boston Globe. Can you take us through the chase down block of P.J. Washington? You and Derek both converged, and I think both got part of the ball. What happened there? What were you looking at? And can you kind of touch on Derek's impact and the blocks he makes and the defense and just the things he does?
Yeah, Derek has been, all defensive all season long. In that moment right there, we make a tough rim read. Rim reads lead to transition. So we want to manage that a little bit better. But, it's the playoffs. You got to just get back and make a play. And Derek White sprints back. I see they have an advantage. I sprint back and was able to make a play there. But, those are the type of plays that help you win games. And, it's just effort. That's what it comes down to.
Dave over here, third row in the aisle.
Jaylen, before Drew said anything to us post-game tonight, he wanted to address us and basically say that a comment that he made the other day he felt like was taken out of context, and he would never rank his teammates, and he supports both you and Jason Tatum as superstars. How has kind of his perspective, his wisdom, or his voice been something that's been welcome to this year's group as you've succeeded to this point?
Drew is a great teammate. Nothing short of that. He's brought championship pedigree to our team, so nothing Drew says we question. Drew, he comes in and he just is who he is. He's got that demeanor, that killer-like mentality, and we respect it. You know what I mean? He's a great teammate, and it's just an honor to play next to him.
Abby on the far right.
Jaylen, you guys have held the Mavs under 100 in both of these games, and then particularly in the second half tonight, what you did against Luka. Defensively, how are you doing this?
Just like effort plays. I think tonight we wasn't as crisp defensively. It was a lot of miscommunications out there, a lot of stuff that, we gave up that, we didn't give up in the first game. So I think we got to be better in that regard. But I just think our effort has been the key. You know, just the mentality, picking a guy up full court and stuff like that just wears on him over time. But I think we need to be more crisp going into the next 2 games.
Fourth row on the aisle over here on your left.
Jaylen, on a night when shots aren't falling, how big was the buzzer beater that Peyton hit?
Man, that was incredible. And I heard he like checked himself in the game too. Like he's been hitting those shots all season long. If anybody's been paying attention to it, he's made, I don't know how many of those, at least 3 or 4. So tonight he made it in the biggest of moments. But it's just an example of what we do and have been doing all season long. And you know how you finish quarters is big. And we didn't finish that quarter great. We got a lot of open looks. We gave up some bad fouls. One of them was mine. I fouled Luka on the back cut. And then me and JT got mixed communication on the switch. Luka had a 3. We got to finish quarters better. But Peyton checks himself in the game and covers us a little bit by hitting the big time shot.
On your right, second row, Shane.
Shane Yellen, Forward Sports. You kind of touched on it, but what does it say about your composure as a team, the fact that you've repeatedly answered run after run when things get tight in this series?
That's the key. That's majority of what the battle is just managing your emotions. How do you handle adversity? You know, and your will and your perseverance. You know, everything isn't going to go according to plan. I wouldn't have hoped that we shot, I don't even know, 7 for 23 from 3. And we had a few ill-advised turnovers and fouls, but, you know, effort makes up the difference. And, you know, your mindset, I think we play harder than them tonight, and I think that's just going to be the key. If we want to win, we got to just be the harder playing team.
Chris here on the left on the second row.
Hey, Jaylen, Chris Ryan with iHeart. When you have kind of had focus in regard to Luka and Kyrie in this series, what's been the mindset in regard to making them work on both ends, and how key has your depth been in regard to giving them multiple looks? You know, Luka had to worry tonight about getting his pocket picked a couple times. What's the focus been on that side?
That's the key. Just trying to wear on those guys, be as physical as we possibly can, full team effort. You know, just keep touching them. That's it. I think that those guys are tremendously gifted offensively, and they came out swinging. Luka came out in the first quarter. We knew what he was going to do. We knew he was going to be aggressive, but we just stayed with the game plan. We stayed just consistent, and we was able to turn them over a few times. That helped us push the lead out.
CLNS Media. Jaylen, you mentioned the defense that they're showing you and Jason, the extra bodies, you know, some of the crowds you're seeing in the paint. How much more equipped do you and, you know, Jason feel to kind of handle that and make the right passes? Maybe not shoot as well as you want to, but have like 12 assists or as many potential assists as you have in a game like this?
Yeah, and that's just being patient. And, you know, you got a lot of energy, excitedness, nerves when the game starts, but sometimes you just got to be patient. And I got to the paint pretty much whenever I wanted. And, you know, I could be patient when I get there. You know, I had a few turnovers where I had a little bit more time to wait for the defender to make a choice, because those 2-on-1 reads are there. Where, you know, you get to the paint, the big is coming, you either kick it to the corner, or if he drops down to the corner, you kick it to the wing. But, you know, don't got to be in a rush, just protect the ball, make the great decisions, and trust your teammates. And I think that's what majority of this is. And we did that enough tonight, but I think we need to do it a little more going into Dallas.
Thank you, Jaylen.
Thank you.
We'll have Jason soon.